Good afternoon. I'm here to discuss and look into an important theme and a big theme in Life of Pi, and that is relating to Pi and his hardships of natural origin, and that is man in the natural world. And you see, this pine cone, for example, is very peaceful. Man have the misconception that because of this peacefulness, of which some parts of nature will give unto us, and the beauty of them, like pine cones for example, harmless in any way, this leads us to believe that we have control over nature, and that is incorrect. For as you can see as an example in Life of Pi, how Pi in his natural circumstances, in his hardships caused by nature, have proved that he was completely uncontrollable. Like, he was always had the idea that he will remain a vegetarian and nothing will be able to shake him, bring him down, tear him apart, but he was completely wrong. He did not see something like this natural hard circumstance that he was in to come in the way, and you can see that in such a way he was easily beaten down, and he lost all his integrity, he lost all his spirituality whatsoever, and he lost all his dedication of being a vegetarian and other things too. He did very barbaric, savage things, and like for example, taking for just a small drink, a small terrible drink, he attempted to take the blood out of a turtle and put it in a cup, and that showed how he was so dedicated to being vegetarian, but he turned his direction 180 degrees just because of that one circumstance that he was in, and he couldn't handle it. He couldn't control himself, and it shows who the owner of us really is, and that is nature. And we have to remember that he became like an animal, very agitated, not peaceful, losing his vegetarianism, his everything whatsoever, and also the tiger in the zoo, like other various things, like Richard Parker in the zoo. He was completely, at first, as a little cub, he was very animal-like, obviously. That's how he was born. At a zoo, he was quite taking on human-like traits, and changed himself, just as Pi changed himself like an animal in the wild. And however, you could have obviously seen that once Richard Parker was released from the zoo habitat and environment, he did not take those traits no longer.
So, what is nature? What do we consider as nature? Are these benches nature? Are those buildings nature? Well, typically when it comes to these things, there seems to be two views. That everything is considered nature because Mother Nature herself gave us the ability to create something that can manipulate, or something that we can live in, and something that can alter nature itself. Because Mother Nature gave us that ability, it's considered natural. After all, Mother Nature is the ultimate nature, isn't it? And then there's the other side, that only what Mother Nature created by herself is nature. It's only what the earth created itself. It's the mountains, natural disasters, grass, trees, and all the other living plants and animals that do not manipulate nature and do not create things such as cement, concrete, and build and use them as building blocks to create what has become known as unnatural environment. Of course, and this is how, in the Life of Pi sees it.
I find it very funny, Calin, that you criticize Pi so easily. Have you spent 227 days on a lifeboat with a tiger? I'm pretty sure you haven't. And it wasn't just nature that was against him, it was his emotions, his desperation, the death of his family, being stuck on a boat with a tiger. Nature can be very cruel, and it changed Pi into something he never wanted to be. But that doesn't mean that nature's completely bad. I mean, nature can be good too. We need a good mixture of nature and artificial things to stay alive. For example, it was the lifeboat that he was living on that kept him alive. That's not natural, but it was the water that he drank that kept him alive. It was the fish he ate that kept him alive. There was also the can that held the water that kept him alive, but that's not natural either. So we need a good mix of both to live properly.